Hey troops, Jonas Smith here, back with my reaction and breakdown of the Star Wars Rebels Season 2 trailer. Alright, so this is my second breakdown and reaction to a trailer. I recently did one, well actually just today, about the Battlefront trailer, mainly because there have been so many trailers dropped, including, as I said in that previous breakdown, the Star Wars second trailer for Episode 7, the breakdown trailer for Battlefront, of course, and of course Season 2 of Rebels, which I'm doing now. I was thinking a long time about whether or not I should just do one, but I want to do both of them, mainly because they're just really, really cool. The reason I'm not doing the Star Wars Episode 7 trailer is because, yeah, it is very cool. Obviously, that spoiler alert, I guess, for a trailer, but at the end, that scene with Chewie and Han.
Chewie. We're home.
And that was amazing, and I did kind of prefer it to the first one, I suppose. But Episode 7, there's so much hype about it as such. It's almost like so much is known, and it's like it's all almost been overdone in one sense. Like, you know, not many people are doing this sort of thing. So I thought, you know, I'm gonna get into it. Just a quick overview, because I didn't really talk about my feelings about Star Wars Rebels that too much. The first season of Star Wars Rebels, I actually liked it a fair amount. Bear in mind, it is the first season, and of course the first season of the Clone Wars was not the best. There were a couple episodes at the beginning which was like, alright, but specifically towards the end, it really got good. I actually genuinely enjoyed it, and I do not hold against Star Wars Rebels that the Clone Wars was cancelled, because, you know, also Dave Filoni, I don't hold against him. Dave Filoni, you've actually noticed, there's so many instances where he hasn't said, but you can just sort of tell, he didn't want the Clone Wars to be cancelled either. For so many reasons, it was all Disney. I blame Disney for the cancelled of Clone Wars, and I don't hold it against Rebels. And the fact that Dave Filoni is trying to bring certain elements from the Clone Wars, spoiler alert, like Ahsoka, you know, into, and, well, spoiler alert from this trailer as well, there'll be, you know, a few things in there, because I've seen it once, by the way. But there are a few things in there. And the fact they're trying to bring it back, things from the Clone Wars into Rebels, really show that Dave Filoni did what it cancelled, and no one's really happy with how it got cancelled on such a, well, in all, unsatisfactory ending, quite frankly. The last, like, Lost Missions were basically, that was not a season, it was basically what they had left over from, you know, old episodes. In fact, some of the episodes in there were actually meant to be in Season 5, which they just sort of didn't have space for, because there was only 20 episodes. But that's not the point. Anyway, so, right now, I'm going to do my reaction and breakdown of the Season 2 trailer, which I'm very, very, very hyped for. I've only ever seen this trailer once. I specifically kept myself from looking at it, trying to get a most genuine reaction possible. But yeah, that is more or less it then. I'm very excited for it. Let's get into it. Watching this thing, which was premiered, by the way, at Star Wars Anaheim Celebration 2015, whatever. But anyway, let's get into it right now. Alright, here we go. Lucasfilm. Oh, the music. I've learned the music is such a major part.
Just as they did back when I was your age.
Oh, see, and again, bring it back to Clone Wars.
There were 10,000 Jedi Knights protecting the galaxy.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
There's just you and me.
Is that accurate? Is that canon?
We rob
Oh,
from
yes.
the Empire, give to
Oh,
the needy.
whoa.
A noble cause. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, we've got proper fights now, space fights. We're having like a rebel alliance being formed. Oh, hello, Darth freaking Vader.
System. Hunt them down.
Oh, mama. Oh. Oh yes, A-Wings. I thought they weren't created until like later, like Episode 5 they were created. Oh! So cool, so cool.
We will squeeze Lothal until someone reveals the whereabouts of these.
It seems like even in Season 2, a lot of this will take place on Lothal, because that happened a lot in Season 1 as well.
Alright if I tag along?
Ahsoka!
Fighting alongside soldiers isn't what I signed up for.
We are
What?
fighting a big
B-Wing!
fight.
I thought that was created later on as well. I thought like these ships weren't created until Episode 5. Yes.
We were lucky to survive.
Looks like Ahsoka is going to be a major part, as well as Darth Vader. Like, they're not just going to be like one episode cameos, they'll be a proper part of it.
The hate.
New Inquisitor!
I haven't sensed a presence like that since
The Clone Wars.
My name is Rex.
He got a tank!
I fought with Commander Tano during the Clone Wars.
Oh god!
And a friend of hers is a friend of mine.
They turned into like a base, the AT-TE. It's like a base, isn't it? That is cool.
Everyone, hang on.
That's just cool. Oh my gosh. Dude.
For those, we are off on an adventure.
Hondo, really? This is really bringing it back to Clone Wars now. This reminds me of so much.
Working on it.
Oh my gosh.
Surrender or be destroyed.
Ah, that is so cool. imagine like a race.
Stormtroopers.
Oh man, clones for stormtroopers. That's gotta happen. That's gotta happen.
I'll be coming now.
New Inquisitor. Because by the way, if you don't know, there are more than one Inquisitor.
I'm not afraid.
That's what worries me.
Oh yes, yes. Is Ahsoka here? Is Ahsoka here? Because Ahsoka versus Darth Vader. That's a fight that needs to happen.
Your master has deceived you into believing you can become
Oh, snap.
Jedi.
Oh snap! Oh snap! Shoot him! Shoot him! Oh snap! Dang! Well, there you go then. Basically, that was the trailer. Initial reaction. I think you saw. Dang, that's cool. Unlike, I've got to say, with Battlefront, when I just, like, the video I just did, or you, well, I didn't just do it, but you saw it today, that, you know, once you'd seen it once, yeah, it was really cool, and it's cool to see it again, but it's like, it's slightly different seeing this Rebels trailer again, because it's like, I don't know, it's something about it, the way, now I've seen it twice, it's not that I know more about it, it's not like I can see it in more detail, it's not like I catch things I haven't before, which I had, but it's like, it's also, it gives another level of just awesomeness, and I am excited. I know some people aren't, I'm sorry, I know some people aren't excited for Rebels. I am damn excited for Season 2. So much looks like it's happening. It also looks like it's going to perhaps take a slightly darker trend, which is kind of cool. Almost like Empire Strikes Back, so that'd be kind of cool to watch. I cannot wait for that. But, yeah, my breakdown I did earlier was kind of long. This will probably be pretty long, but I'll say it anyway. I hope it's not long, so I'm going to try and hurry this up, going into the breakdown right now. Alright, let's get started. Of course, still got Lucasfilm. That's a thing I want to point out. Now Disney, of course, owns Lucasfilm, but we still got the old logo. That's pretty cool. And also this music. We haven't heard this sort of music before. That's pretty nice as well, you know. I mean, yeah, obviously the Star Wars theme tune, well, it's the Star Wars theme tune. How can you argue with it? But, you know, it's good to sort of feel other types of music, you know, within it, because, you know, it gets kind of repetitive, obviously. Don't know what kind of craft that is. Looks like a shuttle.
Things are getting worse just as they did back.
Oh, and then of course you reference to the Clone Wars. Because by the way, if you don't know, Kanan now has got like a full story, because there's been a whole lot of debate about what's canon, what's not canon. They say the comics expanded universe is no longer canon. Some are. I heard somewhere that the Marvel comics are canon, but others aren't. It's very complicated. But now there are some Kanan comics about like him and his master a while ago. So you can read those. I haven't read them. I want to get into comics some way, but it's like there's so many comics. It's like where do you start? But yeah, so that's still pretty cool. You know, yeah. So there is actually a proper history behind Kanan now.
But back then, there were 10,000 Jedi Knights
Very
protecting
cool.
the galaxy. Now,
Of course, you got them fighting stormtroopers.
There's just you.
That's another thing I'll talk about. You know, now there's always debate about what's canon, what's not. You may be aware, in the expanded universe, a fair amount of Jedi survived. There was 10,000 in the Clone Wars, but of course after Order 66 that declined massively. But there wasn't zero. It wasn't just like Obi-Wan and Yoda. There was a fair amount of people you didn't know. Apparently Quinlan Vos, who saw in the Clone Wars, he survived. I can't remember any others, but a few other people we did meet, like reference to a couple times, they survived as well. So it was only, you know, you did see a fair amount of Jedi die. Obviously, like 99% died, but not all of them. There were a fair amount who survived. So, I mean, is he just sort of saying, I don't know if this is actual, genuine now, because he's saying, oh, now with the last two, is that actual fact now? Is that fact that they're the only two Jedi still around? Of course, apart from Obi-Wan and Yoda. But, yeah, so pretty cool. Oh, by the way, I saw there, a Mandalorian speeder. That was pretty cool. See? She's jumping up Amanda on spear, so that's pretty nice. Probably need a Phantom. Pretty cool. Is it just me, or that scene, I can't bother go back, but that scene where, like, he's bashing the heads together, that looked like you're inside the Death Star. Is that just me? I mean, I assume the bases of the Empire look more or less the same, but even so. It'd be really cool if they went to, like, the prototype Death Star. Wouldn't that be cool? Probably won't happen this season, maybe a later season. We may get, like, a teaser at the very end of this season about it, but, yeah.
Give to the needy.
So, like Robin Hood.
Cause.
Yeah. And, of course, then you've got these ships up there, which are pretty cool. You know, it's good to see, like, there's a Rebel Alliance being formed. You know, you've got the cruisers and all that stuff, you know. It's all really cool, because, of course, we've got a major teaser at the end of the first season saying about, oh, it's all forming, all the stuff, you know. It's good to see, because I mean, there's also a massive thing about how the Rebels even formed, you know. Was it Starkiller from the Force Unleashed? We don't know, but, yeah.
I'm on my mark.
Very cool. And, of course, now they're primed with the A-Wings.
Gotcha.
Mission accomplished.
And, of course, Darth Vader. Darth Sidious. And
Yes, ma'am.
what do you want? What more do you want, people?
The rebels of the Lothal system.
And he looks pretty good, actually. Like,
As you wish.
you know. And of course, we've got the A-Wings flying along. That's the thing, you also see later on the B-Wing, but I'll talk about that. I thought the A-Wings and the B-Wings are sort of created, like, laid down, because I'm a pretty geeky sort of thing when it comes to vehicles in the Star Wars universe, and I know sort of when things were created, what they came from. And I thought that A-Wings and the B-Wings were created probably around episode 5 or something. Or was that just me? No, I think, no, yeah, because in episode 4, you only see the Y-Wings and the X-Wings attacking the Death Star. You don't see any A-Wings, so, I don't know.
Fighter coming in at Mark 3.
Of course, we've got Darth Vader. Very cool.
We've lost Phoenix
Very
1
cool.
and 2.
And also, that scene here, it's kind of weird. I mean, I just sort of briefly looked at this. It's probably random or something, but doesn't that, the cockpit, or like the command center of that particular cruiser, doesn't that look a hell of a lot like the Republic frigate front bit, the cockpit of that? Is that just me? I mean, you know, it seems the Rebel Alliance is just that. It's like an alliance. It's not really like a tactical military thing. It is, you know, understandable why they perhaps cannibalize other ships, take other cockpits, put them on other things, you know, try to make the best of what they have. They are not a military force. They're just a, well, ragtag team, effectively. But even so.
We will squeeze Lothal until someone reveals the whereabouts of these
And
treasures.
they mentioned about the Thor thing. Yeah, a massive thing that I kind of liked about Rebels, because I mean, of course, Star Wars, it's war, and it's in space, it's a massive galaxy thing. But I kind of like the premise of the fact it only took place on one planet, because, like, it's specifically following this band of, I mean, and they had no idea the Rebel Alliance was even a thing. They thought they were the only people in the galaxy. You know, they obviously couldn't do much. They didn't own a massive fleet. They couldn't go whatever. You know, they had to tactically. They were more or less just a nuisance at this point. But then gradually start to build up, become a larger threat. I love that bit, and I love the fact it happened on one planet. It gave more personal feel as such. You know, it wasn't this galactic thing. They were just this. That's literally what we got. There was like 5 of them with one ship. And that's it. That's all they were. They didn't have a fleet. They weren't a Rebel Alliance. They weren't anything. It just, you know, they didn't have missiles. They couldn't just bomb or whatever. You know, they couldn't have a strike team. It was just them, basically. So very cool. Of course, you got the Phantom. Sorry, Ghost.
We have to leave.
And of course, you got Ahsoka.
The more the merrier.
I've got to be honest. I kind of like Ahsoka's look previously, like on the Clone Wars version. I don't know why. She kind of looks. I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, but you know, it's not a big issue, obviously. I think that, by the way, this particular scene where they're blasting the Phantom, I don't know what it looks like in the background. Can we see this later? But the ATTE sort of has this thing on it, and it kind of looks like that. So maybe this particular scene is the scene with the ATTE. Cool.
Fighting alongside soldiers isn't what I signed up for.
Oh, by the way, notice this is one thing I noticed. This tiny thing, but like. Look, hang on. Look, Sabine, is that her name? I think Sabine's got blue hair. That's a tiny thing. I'm not sure why they changed the hair. It's like, I mean, it's not a big deal or anything. It's just like, why bother? I thought the hair was alright before. Does that mean we're going to get another Sabine figure with blue hair now? Is that what's happening? We just got one Sabine figure without the helmet who's got red hair. Jeez Louise, make it your mind. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty cool. And of course you've got the B-Wing here. That's very, very cool. In the red, I assume they painted it themselves. I mean, Sabine likes to do art, apparently. That's also another shot of Sabine with her blue hair. But, or maybe it's not painted. Maybe that's actually how they started. I don't know. But it looks like, you know, obviously the same B-Wing. Maybe they're going to completely revamp the expanded universe and talk about how, oh, now they're creating certain ships, you know, they designed them. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, nothing, I suppose, is off limits. Seems that the expanded universe is no longer canon. Technically, they can do anything. They can say, oh, well, no, the A-Wings were created at this point, but you just didn't see them as a 4 for some reason. But, I don't know.
Are fighting a bigger fight.
You also see how they're, you know, becoming bigger. Oh, by the way, saw there. You'll see this, I think, earlier and later on. You see here, you got Kanan wearing the Stormtrooper armor, reminiscent of Episode 4, and how Luke and Han were wearing it. And of course, of Episode 7, you know, about how, I don't know his name, but the character was in Stormtrooper armor. So, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Just run.
Got Ahsoka there, very nice.
Ezra, we were lucky to survive.
Very cool, very cool. Look at Darth Vader, what was that to say?
Fear.
And of course, you got this guy, which you see later on. Actually, I'm just going to fast forward it. The tone changes now in the trailer to, you got the new Inquisitor, because if you do not know, the Inquisitor, the reason people call the Inquisitor is just because he's the only one we see in the Rebels. But he's not actually the Inquisitor, he's just one of many Inquisitors. Who, it's kind of complicated, because a lot of people say, what about the rule of 2? That's still in effect. They're not technically Sith as such, they're almost like a Sarge Ventress, I suppose. Except Darth Sidious is aware. Darth Sidious wasn't as much aware about Sarge Ventress, or rather wasn't aware that Count Dooku was trying to train her. But Darth Sidious is aware of these people, but like, because the universe is so big, and because they're trying to hunt down the reigning Jedi, and there's only 2 Sith technically, one's Darth Vader and one's Darth Vader, they had to have others to do this, or so I've heard. And of course, remember, this is all the expanded universe, which was cancelled, so I don't know, but, you know, so there is more Inquisitors, yeah. This guy, he looks kind of robotic.
I haven't sensed a presence like that since...
And of course, the Clone Wars, that thing, oh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Captain.
And of course, ATTE, and you can see here, oh, sorry, you can see here that they're kind of like tricked out to be like a base, a mobile base, which to be honest with you, is a pretty good idea, isn't it? Because the ATTE, yeah, it's not like a massive fortress, but you know, it's like it's a tank, it's armoured, it's mobile, and it's not the fastest thing in the world, although I heard it can go to 60 miles an hour in ATTE. I don't believe that. That's a mile a minute. I don't believe it can do a mile a minute, quite frankly. I've only seen it doing like 2 miles an hour. People can walk faster than it. So I don't believe it goes 60 miles an hour, but I did see that somewhere. But yeah, so it's a pretty good idea, actually.
501st
Oh my gosh.
Clone Battalion.
So cool.
I fought with Commander Tano during the
Yes.
Clone Wars. A friend of hers.
And of course, you see Rex has aged considerably. Go on, hang on. I don't think that's Rex. Or might Rex. I don't know. But just put it back here a minute. Oh, hang on. Sorry.
Friend of mine.
Okay, we see here he's got 2 clone troopers behind him. There may be more inside the tank for all you know, maybe like 10 of them or whatever. But I heard somewhere, spoiler, I heard one of them was Gregor, which I really want to see again. I thought we were going to see him again, but then the Clone Wars was cancelled. I was like, oh, fine. But and I was hoping another one was Echo, because that was rumour. But someone else said another one, the other one was Wolf. That'd be another. There's so many clone troopers I would love to see, really. And of course, they've aged considerably. If I just go back, oh my gosh, this is impossible. Hang on, man.
I fought with Commander
Sorry,
Tano
this is hard to judge. Okay, you can see here he's got a beard. Because by the way, another thing people complain about, like everyone, some people still think Stormtroopers are clones. They aren't clones. One reason to support this is the clones age at twice the rate, and Episode 4 happens 20 years later. So every clone would be 40 years older. So it's understandable these people would be old men, quite frankly.
A friend of hers.
So yeah, basically. This is obviously very cool. I think that's one of the other clones.
Hang on.
Look at the B-Wing. I'm not sure what we're going to do with the B-Wing. Oh, and this bit. Oh, this is cool. Oh my gosh. Look at that. They are using the ATTE to effectively push over the AT-AT. What? This is by far one of the coolest things in this trailer. A fight between tanks. Now, technically, it's not actually fair, because the AT-AT is not a tank as such. It does have pretty powerful weapons, but that's just because it's just a big military vehicle. It's not really a tank. The AT-AT is a tank, so logically speaking, the AT-AT should win. But even so, that is cool. And also, by the way, it doesn't look. You may notice it doesn't quite look like a normal 8080. It looks slightly different, you know, and it's cool to see, you know, sort of prototypes, because I like seeing that sort of thing. But yeah, that's cool. And of course, you've got Honda there. No to say, of course, he's aged as well. Actually, no, because I didn't mind Honda as such. I did like the fact you saw him a number of times. I like the fact you see some characters, you repeatedly see them. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm glad we see him. I'm glad he was in any Clone Wars characters again, quite frankly. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't mind him. Some people didn't like him. Some people thought it was annoying, but I didn't mind him. Although I think he looked better before. I think a lot of Clone Wars characters look better in the Clone Wars, quite frankly. These people have aged, obviously, so he doesn't really look as young. And yeah, that's really cool. Oh my gosh, who are those people? I don't know who those people are. I would say at first that they're the Inquisitor, but I mean, does that mean they're two Inquisitors? They both have the spinning lightsaber, which is notorious for Inquisitors. They seem to be fighting the Phantom, so I suppose they're bad guys. Or maybe they're different people, actually, because we saw the person on the right, we saw him earlier in the trailer, because I remember he had the little robot on his shoulder. I thought they were the same person, except one of them just didn't have a mask, except in one scene he just didn't have a mask on. But apparently they're two different people. Maybe we'll get multiple Inquisitors, because another thing, Inquisitors, you know, as I said, are not, it's not just one person, you know, multiple Inquisitors. So maybe we'll get multiple Inquisitors helping out here. It's going to be a massive fight, it is going to be epic. That is epic.
Rex, keep those ties up our back.
Of course, you've got Rex helping the Rebels. I mean, damn. All I hope that, of course, yeah, that is cool. That is cool. Okay. You got here. Wouldn't that be amazing to see like a race between the AT-AT and the AT-AT? I suppose the AT-AT would be faster, logically speaking. So yeah, that'd be really, really funny. That I want to see that one day. A massive race between like every walker. I suppose that AT-ATs would probably win. But, yeah, that'd be funny. But what was I saying before? That is so cool. Oh, yes! Yeah, that is so cool. And this is a different guy, apparently.
I'll be coming now.
Oh, gosh, so cool. Another Inquisitor.
I'm not.
You should be.
That's what worries me.
Of course, you got the guy, Darth Vader. Come on! Come on! Can I just say, there's going to be so many LEGO Star Wars sets, it's unbelievable. And of course, by the way, the films, I don't think portray Darth, I mean obviously they portray him as a pretty dark guy, Darth Vader, he's the guy. But even they don't give him justice. In the comics, in the expanded universe, again, Darth Vader was such a powerful character. So a lot of people complained about how did Anakin Skywalker manage to kill all the Jedi in the temple. Obviously, it helped in the clones, but like people like, I don't know, a lot of Jedi Masters were there. And also you see in the Lost Missions, or no, episode 5, season 5 of the Clone Wars, like there is these guards with the double-bladed yellow lightsabers, in like the Senate or Jedi Guards, whatever they're called. And it's like a lot of people say, did Anakin kill all of them as well? How powerful is Anakin? He is beyond powerful. He's Darth Vader. In the comics, he's portrayed as, oh my, he's the most powerful. He can crush things, like not just people, like he can crush buildings and vehicles with his hand. Serious, well, like with the Force. You know, he's an extremely powerful person, and I hope they go into that. Because in the originals, yeah, obviously he's the badass, but he's obviously not as nimble, he's not as agile, you know, as he's portrayed. But yeah, that's still cool though. That's very cool. And of course, you know, I know Kanan and Ezra are the good guys, but Darth Vader, I'm sorry, you know, Obi-Wan. In fact, there was this whole thing, I know Obi-Wan Episode 4 did kind of let Vader kill him, but there was this whole thing about if there was actually a fight, like a proper to the death, and they were both trying, Vader would still probably win. The reason he didn't win in Episode 3 is because he had emotions, like he affected my emotions, but other than that, Vader, there were very few, if any people, any Jedi, including Yoda, Mace, Darth Sidious, all of them, who can beat Darth Vader, seriously, in a genuine fight. Because he is so powerful in the comics, so powerful. So really, no offense, but Ezra and what's his name, Kanan, have got very little chance.
Into believing you can become a Jedi.
Of course, oops, sorry, hang on. Oh, sorry, you didn't say that. Okay, but earlier you saw, like, because of course his lightsaber's kind of cool in one sense. It's practical, but it doesn't really look that good, I don't think. And the fact he's got a gun on the side, so I think that's how he might get out of this. I guess spoiler alert if he does, but I mean, obviously, he's not going to die in the second season, but I mean, yeah, so I think it might be idea he shoots, you know, because that's actually not a bad system. Because when Kane is fighting Inquisitor at the end of season 1, that's how he uses to try and confuse the Inquisitor. He may shoot and then lightsaber fight, shoot. You know, it's not a bad lightsaber. It's a good distracting your enemies. But yeah, and of course you've got Star Wars Rebels at the end. So yeah, basically, that is more or less it to my reaction and breakdown of the trailer. Of course, the trailer was amazing. I'm pretty sure this video is beyond long at this point. So sorry, I think I took longer than the first one. So sorry, but it was so cool. I cannot stress. I liked season 1 specifically towards the end. I thought the last half of the season was very cool. I don't, although I've got to say, it's annoying how many TV shows are splitting the seasons up into 2 parts. It's like, why do that? I know you want more money, but why do that, please? Just give us the entire season as one. Not Boxer, though. I don't like the Netflix ones. I like it when it's on TV, and I like it when it's weekly, but I don't like when you split it into 2 bits. It's, yeah. But anyway, I know I'm alone in this, but whatever. Anyway, so, very cool trailer. A lot of stuff was shown. I'm very hyped, which I think is the point of a trailer, isn't it? The point of a trailer is to get you hyped, to, you know, make you watch it. A lot of stuff's going to happen. I hope Ahsoka, Darth Vader, Rex, the clones, you know, these sort of people, I hope they're in it for more than just 1 episode. I get the feeling Hondo might be. Like, I get the feeling some characters might just be in there for like a cameo. I hope that's not the case. I hope Rex is a prominent figure and he becomes part of the Rebels as well as Ahsoka. I know Ahsoka's kind of, I suppose Ahsoka's probably the leader of the Rebel Alliance at this point, which does make sense, actually. We've heard a lot about Ahsoka, by the way, ever since we saw at the end of the first season. We've heard a lot about what lightsabers are, and in fact, lightsabers are now white. They've got white, which is a thing. There's so many different lightsaber colours, which people aren't aware of. And that just basically means they're not with any affiliation. They're not a Jedi, they're not a Sith. When it's white, it's just, yeah. But, yeah, I'm not going to take up your time any longer. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm very hyped. I'm definitely going to see it. Leave down in the comments if you want me to do a review of season 2. I won't do a review of season 1 at this point. It's kind of too long, and really, it's like, I'll give my thoughts right now. There isn't much more I can say, but it was a very cool season. I very much enjoyed it. I hope it will get even better. But yeah, so, thank you. Really, if Rebels, this is more or less what I would have asked to. I really wouldn't have asked for anything else, really. At first, I was thinking, do I want to bring back the older characters, like Luke and whatever, as teenagers? But I feel like if you did that, that kind of ruined them. Bring back Han as a teenager. Nah. I hope they bring out more Clone Wars characters who we never saw endings to, like Asajj Ventress and others, which I can't remember the names of, but yes. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next Saturday with another video. I don't know what that is yet, but maybe a music video. I'm thinking of doing a music video, but we'll see. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time! Bye, troops.